just a little spritz. I don't have to use a lot. Just want to keep it lubricated, really. And so, all right, welcome back, folks. So today, got a cool video for you here with this Griot's Garage paint cleaning clay. And you're going to get to see this in use, in action. I'm going to show you how I use it. And I've been using this now for almost 30 years. Been using Griot's Garage products way back when they were just a catalog company and all that. I think it was probably the mid-90s, the late 90s, I started using this paint cleaning clay. And so if you've ever seen before with your vehicle, you wash your vehicle, all that, and you run your hand across the surface, and I'm going to show it to you here on a car. You run your hand across the surface and it's like real gritty and all that. It's not smooth. Well, a lot of contaminants and stuff will get kind of built up into the paint where you can wash all you want, but they're not going anywhere. And that's where this paint cleaning clay comes into action. It will help basically remove all those little particles out of the paint and make it a nice smooth surface again. And then it makes it nice whenever you go in, if you want to polish or wax or anything after that. It makes it very easy to do, and it's just going to accent and help the shine of the vehicle. Now, when you use this, one thing that you will need is some sort of lubricant. People have used all sorts of different stuff over the years. Griot's Garage, they have this kit here with not only just the clay, but also too their Speed Shine here. This is like their quick detailer type product that they have. And so this helps provide the lubrication for the clay across the surface. So you never use the clay just on its own. You want to have some sort of liquid. Now there's some folks that use like car wash soap and different things like that. Typically what I've always done for decades is use some sort of quick detailer product. And this right here, Griot's Garage, this is their product here. I've used it for quite a while. So we're going to put this into action and show you how it works. So folks, we have the hood of a Honda Odyssey here. That is going to be our test subject for the clay here. And pretty much when I run my hand across this, it doesn't exactly feel like sandpaper, but there is definitely like grit in the paint that you can visibly feel all the way through the paint. There's also too some different things, like seems to be some bug goo that just didn't come out in the washing, so hopefully that'll come up. One of the things with this vehicle was that it got a bunch of bugs on it in the summer, and then it pretty much sat for quite a while before it was washed. There's just some, I don't know, some little latent kind of marks or whatever, so hopefully the clay can kind of lift some of that out. And then all this other grit in here, once we run the clay over, it should be all nice and smooth. Okay, so we pinched off some of the paint cleaning clay here. Now we're just going to take some quick detailer here. Just give a little spray, just kind of wet it down. You don't need a huge amount or anything like that. And then pretty much we're just going to take our clay here and we're just going to work it in a nice circular motion all the way around. And you don't have to apply a lot of pressure with the clay. Really, you just want to kind of let it glide across the surface and just let it do its thing. And just kind of just work it around a couple times. And then I'm already starting to see in there, there's one little mark, but you'll start to see little streaks and stuff that'll start to appear. And then what you can start doing at some point is you can kind of mold and work the clay. Now, one thing too, when you store your clay, make sure you put it back in the container. Don't let it dry out or anything like that. And now we have kind of a nice clean piece here. And so if we need to, we can just give a little spritz again. And again, I'm just using just a little spritz. I don't have to use a lot. Just want to keep it lubricated, really. And so just going over it. And as you go along, you can actually feel the paint start to kind of smooth out a bit as you go through and you do this. You just, like right now, when I run this clay back and forth, I don't feel the drag like I did whenever I was first starting. So, and I see a few little streaks in there. It's not too bad. There's a lot of cars I've clayed before where it is quite significant in terms of the streaking and the amount of stuff in the paint. This car isn't too bad. It's garaged most of the time, but it does pick up different things. Right here, I'm actually going over some spots where there's a little bit of bug stuff that's kind of ground in, and some of this bug stuff, we'll see if it ended up damaging the clear coat. It was sitting on there for a long period of time. And but it looks like some of it's coming out. We'll see whenever we wipe it down how it kind of comes out. But anyways, so yeah, we're just going to run it back and forth a number of times. And then once we just start to get to that point where there's no drag on it or anything, then we could go ahead, we can take our microfiber towel and then just kind of give it a wipe and wipe it down. And yes, actually those little bug spots that were here are now gone. So that's good. And it looks a lot better than it did before. So let me go ahead and dry this out and wipe this all down. And then let's come back and run our hand over it here in a sec and see what we think. So anyways, folks, have a look at this paint cleaning clay here. I've used Griot's garage products now for almost 30 years, and they work really well. And as you can see here with this clay, what a difference I can feel. I don't even know how it came out looking on camera, but even looking at it, it's just much more clear and clean altogether, and it's all nice and smooth. So that's going to be a nice surface for doing any polishing or waxing that I'm going to do to the vehicle next. And yeah, it's very easy to use. Usually it's going to take, kind of depends on how slow you are or whatever, but typically about an hour or so, you know, to go over the whole car. Maybe a little bit more, all depends on the type of car. And also too, make sure that you have some sort of lubricant with it as well. That's going to be essential. So you definitely need to keep it kind of lubricated, so to speak, whenever you're running the clay over the paint. That is essential. So anyways, folks, definitely check this out. They have this in a combo package where they have the paint cleaning clay along with the speed shine there. It comes at a nice price. You save a bit if you get both at the same time. So definitely check that out, give that a go. If you already have plenty of quick detailer, you can just get this on its own. So check it out, folks. Have a good one. See you next time.